Good afternoon. Happy Monday. Happy new fresh week, new fresh reading vlog, and boo to it being the last day of our staycation. We've had a really nice 4 days or 3.5 days. Still have the end of today. I don't know what that is. We've had a really nice time. We've spent a lot of time together just on the floor playing. It's so important to do as a family, and I feel like sometimes we don't really, it's not that we don't make it a priority, but we don't always get the time that we should to do it, and it's been really nice. So with that being said, I've just laid the boys down for naps, and I'm getting ready to put the kettle on, and I'm gonna make a spot of tea, and I figured now would be a good time to update my reading vlog. I'm not gonna do it while I'm making the tea because I need to actually get some cleaning done in the kitchen. I have you guys like cropped in pretty close so you don't see the mess. But I'm reading Times Convert by Deborah Harkness, and I don't want it to end. I don't want to finish it. I'm about 40% through. I'm on like 177 or 178. Oh God. And I just want to read it constantly all the time. I just love her writing. I love the stories. I love the characters. I love everything about this world, these characters, this trilogy. This is a 4th book. It's not part of the original All Souls trilogy. It follows a side character in that trilogy, but we see all of the main characters from the All Souls trilogy are in Times Convert. And I just, the amount of information and detail that she puts in her books has been incredible. Like, you can tell she's definitely a historian. And I don't want it to end, but I want to keep reading it. Like, I need to know what is happening and what is going on, but I don't want it to end. The conundrum of a reader with a good book. So that is where I'm at. Like I said, while my water is boiling, I'm gonna get some cleaning done in the kitchen, and then I think I'm just gonna sit down and read. I have a couple other things that I need to get done today, but Times Convert. That's all I can say about that. Times Convert. And like, I need the story in my life. So I will check in with you guys a little bit later on after I get some reading done, probably around like dinner time maybe, or and I'll let you know how I've gone through it. And I will talk to you guys later on. Hi guys! So it's a few hours later now. Sorry, like half my head's cut off. We're just gonna deal with the head cut off situation. Be aware, it's all still there. So I'm still like good. Okay, so reading update. I'm on part 2. I'm like in the 200s, I think. My book's not on me. This is like really ill thought out update for you, but I'm in like the 200s. I'm obsessed. Like, so we're getting Marcus's, who is one of the side characters from the All Souls trilogy. We're getting his backstory, and I am just, I am here for all of it. The history and the little details that Deborah has put in are just fantastic. I'm loving it. I don't think there's much more that I can add. This whole reading vlog, for as long as I'm reading this book, is going to be a whole lot of like, I love it, guys. I'm trying not to spoil anything, so that's not really helping me either. I did want to share, I got a couple books in the mail today. Nothing like super, I think it's super exciting. Y'all probably won't, but they're just a couple yoga books. Yoga Guide, Living the Sutras, and The Yoga Mind. This is just for my personal like collection, more information for me. So that is my update. I will talk to you guys a little bit later on today. Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Mia Makes Her Breakfast while she talks books because she's running behind. This is kind of the story of my life lately, it seems like. I'm not really, I should clarify, like I'm not really running behind. I'm just not early. I'm like right on time, but to me like on time feels like running behind. So that little explanation aside, I want to talk about reading. I recognize that I did not update you guys last night after I said that I would update you guys last night. I'll get into that in just a minute. Let me get things kind of prepped a little bit. Let me go let the dog in and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm not going to talk you through breaking breakfast because I've got to go take care of my kids. Let me like fix you here. But I will talk to you guys while I'm getting my teeth together. I think that's a good medium. Ooh. Okay. Last night I did not update you guys because I fell asleep reading like straight up. I woke up at like midnight and the book was on like my chest, I guess, like, and I guess I just fallen asleep while I was reading. It was great. So, but I made it about halfway through Times Convert. I'm in the 200s. And I just want to say, one of the things that I really like enjoy about Deborah Harkness is these relationships that she kind of creates, or that her characters create, because she's kind of talked a little bit about her writing process here and there, and a lot of it is very character driven. And one of the things that I really like, that it kind of struck me, I guess last night, it struck me big time in All Souls trilogy, but it really is just ringing true in Times Convert as well, and that is she takes these really strong, independent women who we maybe wouldn't say are feminists necessarily. I don't know, I'm not getting into all of that, but she takes these really strong, independent, go female power women, and they get into relationships with these overbearing, very dominant, controlling vampires. Have like a set of rules, and they're very much like the men lead the family, the men do the protecting, you know, very much like that. And she sticks them, they come together, and what results is like so beautiful. We're making music. It's like this beautiful melding of what I wish so many people could see is out there, where you still have the woman who's keeping her identity, who's keeping her will, but is also compromising and understanding that her husband has this primal instinct and need to like protect her mate. And you have these men who have this instinct to protect and control, and you know, almost take aggressive steps to do so. And they're learning that, you know, they now live in an age that even though their vampire instincts and everything tells them no, don't let them do this, but they're also living in a world with these women who are really strong and really like that, and it's this beautiful compromise that you're seeing. Are you making music? Is that what's going on here? You see it in the All Souls trilogy with Diana and Matthew, and they really come to a head a couple times over his kind of overbearing and domineering nature and his protective instincts. And you see them like come to a head over it and kind of work through that and come up with their compromise and the way that their relationship works. And you see it, excuse me, and you see it in Times Convert. We hear about it because at the outset it is very clear that Phoebe wanted to do the traditional and Marcus was like, F that. But they went with Phoebe because she was so insistent on it. And you see that again, you know, time and time again, of them trying to respect their mates and their women's wishes, and while still battling this this demon of protective and overbearing and, you know, all of that stuff. So I find that just really refreshing that you don't have this way is right or this way is right, but they both have correct elements, but they come together beautifully. Can you please not hit the tripod? But they come together in this beautiful melding of compromise. And that is, and Deborah Harkness does that so well. And that is what a life together with your mate is. It is a series of compromises. It's a series of battles and compromise, battles and compromise, battles and compromise. And I mean, that is just so beautifully demonstrated in her books, among other things. I could go on and on and on. I have been for 6 minutes now. I could go on and on and on about her books and just how much I love them. Like, this world and these characters is, to me, like the way I feel about it. So the way I felt about Harry Potter growing up, as an adult, I feel about that with the All Souls trilogy. It is just, it's a holy grail for me. Like, I love it, hands down. Probably, I mean, it is on my all-time list. I would rank it like 1 or 2. It is up there. And I'm just really, I'm loving every book. I don't want it to come to an end. And it's kind of breaking my heart that it is. And I don't know how long we have to wait till the next book. And I am gutted because Deborah Harkness is going to be up at a local bookstore in our area doing signings and talking about Times Convert, and I can't go. So I'm kind of gutted about that. Not kind of, I'm very gutted about that. I'm not going to lie. But it is what it is. You win some, you lose some. Excuse me, I haven't had any caffeine yet, so the fact that I was able to convey all of that to you in the way that I wanted to shows some like crazy skill. I love the amount of history. That is something else. My gosh, I could just go on and I can't, because I really need to go get breakfast done. But the history is absolutely incredible. Every detail has been looked after. And I love the fact that she really actually does do research into the history. You can tell she's a historian with the little facts that she's thrown in here and there. And beyond that, I don't really have much to say this morning. Yeah, I don't really have much to add. I'm sorry, that was a little all over the place of an ending, but I will update you guys probably tomorrow. I'm not gonna be able to get a lot of reading done this morning. I've got a whole slew of other things to do on everything, so I'm not really gonna get a whole lot of reading done this morning, but hopefully this evening I can get, like, I'm reading 50 to 100 pages because I just can't put it down. I just don't want to put it down. Yes, the reason I have so much to do today is because I really just wanted to spend yesterday reading, which is why my to-do list is so long today, because that's what I did. So yeah, that's where we're at. I will update you guys later on. Good morning. It is Wednesday morning and we're back in the kitchen because apparently that's where I film now, in my kitchen. I do spend most of my time in my kitchen, so guess there's that. Okay, reading update as I make my tea, which is typically why I actually film in the kitchen. Oh, and my battery is gonna go. We'll make this snappy and maybe I'll update you guys and sit down and chat with you later. That's what I'll do. Okay, reading update. I'm on like 285 of Times Convert. Lord help me, because I don't want to do anything else other than read this book all day long. Like literally, that is what my mind, it occupies my mind when I'm not reading it. I want to get back to reading it and I just can't do that. I have other things I have to do, unfortunately, but I really, really want to, and I feel like I should tell you guys that. It is so good. We get information on how the whole vampire transition and being a newborn, and how in Deborah Harkness's like world, and the All Souls world, and her history, how vampire politics works, how being a new vampire works, how kind of all of this stuff works even more in depth than we got in the All Souls trilogy. I feel like in the All Souls trilogy we really got like an overview, but this one really, like, I don't know, I think it's because you are following newborn vampires so intimately, we just get a much better understanding of how that happens. And I just really enjoy that, as well as obviously the history aspect, the romance, the love. You've got the romance with Phoebe and Marcus. You've got the history of Marcus's like turning and all that in his history. You've got Diana and Matthew trying to come up with a whole new level of balance with their children, and their children's special abilities and all of that. And there's so much in this book, and to be completely honest, I'm kind of bummed that I'm gonna finish it and then be like, what do I do now? There's no more. Similar to what it does in the All Souls trilogy. Just saying, that's what happens. So yeah, that's my update for now. I'm gonna try and maybe this afternoon, if I can get a chance, sit down and chat with you a little bit more about it. But yeah, it's really good. I'm loving it. It's gonna be a 5 out of 5. This year I've read some really good books, some really good ones, and this one, like, I don't know what's gonna be at the top of the list because this one is so good and I'm so in love. I just need more. Yeah, and I love the characters. I feel like I should throw that in, but it's a given for a Deborah Harkness novel. I love her characters. And that's what I've got for you guys now. I will update you guys a little bit later on. Good morning, guys. It is Friday morning and I figured I would take a minute while my water is heating up and update you guys on my reading vlog. First of all, can we all just be really excited that it's Friday morning? Whoop whoop. Second of all, I realized I didn't update you guys yesterday. I'm sorry. Yesterday for me was just kind of a really blah day. I didn't get a lot of reading done last night, and I just kind of wasn't, I needed to take a day, basically. I needed to take a day. I am currently, though, doing better today, ready to get back on things, and I am currently on page 365 of Times Comfort. So much for me finishing this on Wednesday night or yesterday morning. I could have probably finished it yesterday morning, but like I said, I was just kind of having a blah day and needed to just table almost everything, which is kind of unusual for me, to be completely honest, lately. But I think it's just been a go, do, and I just hit a wall. I also didn't really eat all that well yesterday. I didn't get enough tea. The list could go on and on and on. But basically, made it to 365. I am at this point where I'm like, I don't want it to end, so I think I'm actually reading slower and reading smaller bits of time because I just don't want the story to end. I don't want to say goodbye to these characters again and wait a whole nother year till we get another book. I don't want to say goodbye yet. I'm not ready to say goodbye again yet, you know what I mean? And I know I can reread the All Souls trilogy and then reread Time's Convert, and I might do that at some point. But you know, I'm just like, I've been so waiting for this new story and to get more of a backstory, and I'm not ready to be done with that backstory yet. So that is where I'm at. I do think I'm probably gonna finish it like pretty here shortly, because that's the other thing too, is like I don't want it to end and I'm reading in smaller bits of time, but I want to read it all of the time, if that makes sense. Like I want to just table all of my work and just read my book. I can't do that, that's not gonna happen, but I am just in this like endless battle of, I want to read and I want to find out what's gonna happen and I want to get to that point, but I don't want to say goodbye to these characters and I don't want to say goodbye to this story yet, but I need to read it because it's so fantastic. So it's like this endless cycle, you know when you get a good book and you're just stuck in that world. So that's where I'm at right now, and that is my update. I will check in with you guys either tomorrow, or if I finish it tonight, I'll try and update you guys as soon as I finish the story. Hi guys, it's like 9:30 at night and I just finished Time's Convert. It's this way, by Deborah Harkness. I'm actually really tired right now, I'm not gonna lie, so if I seem a little disjointed, that's why. Hands down 5 out of 5. It was an absolutely amazing book. I've talked enough about it all week long this week. I can't say more about it. Like, it was absolutely incredible. I love that we wrap the story up, and this is something that I really like that Deborah Harkness does. She leaves you, at the end of the book, she leaves you in a space where you feel good. You could have more and enjoy more with the characters, and you always are left wanting more of the characters, but the story itself has a really nice arc from beginning to end. So it's not like it's left on I'm not on a big cliffhanger. I don't have to like, and it's kind of nice. Like the trilogy ended that way. Time's Convert has ended that way. I'm sure the next book that she comes out with will end that way. It's just really nice. So you're left not with wanting more of the story, but with wanting more of your characters, which is something that I just am really enjoying about it. So 5 out of 5. It's hands down probably going on my best of 2018 list. And yeah, I don't think I'm gonna start anything tonight, but I'm not quite ready for bed yet, so we'll see. I know that's odd because I just said I was tired, but I'm gonna sign off for the night and I'll update you guys in the morning and let you know if I started anything, or what I am gonna start if I don't start anything. So hi guys, it is Saturday afternoon, and afternoon because we've just been out running errands all morning. The boys went and got haircuts, then we went to IKEA and Sam's Club and all that good fun stuff. So I'm just now, it's like 3:30, 3:40 in the afternoon. I'm just now getting a chance to sit in my seat and read. So I am gonna pick up Close to Home by Kara Hunter. I think I can like read this pretty quickly. So I'm already on page 8. So yeah, that's where I've got. That's where I'm at, you know. I will update you guys a little bit later on. Have it again. Well, hello. It is currently Sunday afternoon, and there is a whole lot of noise in the background. I feel like that just tells you all you need to know. It is like 12:45 on Sunday afternoon, and I haven't really accomplished any reading this weekend so far. It's just been kind of one of those like off weekends where it feels like we have a lot of time and I should have gotten more reading done, but in reality we really haven't had a lot of time, so I just haven't gotten a lot of reading done. This morning we were out and about getting groceries and, you know, life. And yesterday morning we were running errands and haircuts and all that good stuff. So yeah, I am currently currently reading Close to Home by Kara Hunter. I am 64 pages in, so for starting that yesterday, I'm actually pretty pleased with that. Hold on. So yeah, between the kids and my husband's power washing outside, so we got so much noise going on. So anyway, 64 pages of Close to Home by Kara Hunter. I'm actually pretty pleased with that, considering I really didn't start reading until like 9 o'clock last night. So yeah, I am actually going to rectify the situation. I'm gonna try and spend a few hours this afternoon reading. I'm just really like, I'm really just in the mood. This is what Times Convert has done to me. I'm really just in the mood to read and read and read and read and not do anything else but read. So that is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wrap this up right here, right now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for next week to see how we get on with Close to Home.